Hello. I don't think we're live yet, but how is everybody doing today? I am about to do, there we are. Okay. So I am going to be doing a full moon reading. It's a magical moon coming on in, you guys. So we want to be ready. We want to be aware because that moon has a lot of pull on us. It's in the sign of Gemini, so it's, that's a very overthinking kind of energy. In the tarot, it's the card of the lovers, which could be, about relationship. It could be about balance. It could be about choices, right? So what we might be looking at with this is, well, we're saying goodbye to old cycles for sure with a full moon. So let's have a look and see. It says resolve issues in relationships. Things need to get balanced, each side of the relationship giving the same amount of energy. So if you're in a relationship where there's not the same give and take, then you might be looking at that, and realizing that choices, every single choice, it's yours and yours alone. And it's about being proactive and doing, what feels right to you. Like, choose what feels good in your belly. You know what I mean? The moon moves with Venus, bringing us all kinds of good things. You know what I mean? It's moving in unison with it. So it'll be easier for us to accomplish all the six energy, because it's a number six energy moon. Which is about, like I said, the Lover's card, harmony. So it might be looking at, you might be looking at your connections and saying, like, which ones are equal, which ones aren't. What do I do about it? Moon and Mercury. Mercury is going direct the same day as the moon is full, which is the 15th. This is like awareness versus extreme emotional thought, right? So make sure and just tap in, get as close as you can to your higher self. Just quiet your mind, you know what I mean? Just focus on your breath. Don't be too hard on yourself. But if you're somebody who can go to other realms, this is the time. Good energy to be connecting in and getting new information. The moon is also working with Jupiter at this time. So you might be looking at, where is your energy being spent? Can you connect with the bigger picture? And how daily details take you to what you want. You know what I mean? So how are you spending your time? You're looking at that. Are you really working towards your goals, right? What are you doing about the goals? I feel like, full moons are really good, but this one is real good because it's the last full moon of the year. It's a real good time, you know what I mean, to bring balance into your life. And that's what it wants us to do. Get this balanced, cool as a cucumber kind of foundation going into 2025, right? So I'm going to start with all the signs. I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to look at the time so I can do timestamps. So Aries, you are going to be experiencing this if you have a rising Aries, of course, right? It's in your third house. So you could be at this time spreading yourself really thin. And so it says, make a list. Find what is it that's your top priority. Don't think about what's practical. You need to be asking yourself, what excites me the most? Now, the reason, I'm not even going to go into the reason. I'm just going to say, go there. Because wherever your excitement is leading to you to, that's where your abundance is at. And it's going to open up. So this could mean kicking off a new business. It could be buying a new home. It could be, where are you putting your energy? What do you want the most? You know what I mean? Prioritize it. What do you want the most? What excites you the most? And follow that. And then ask yourself, like, what am I doing every single day to make this happen? You know what I mean? So I'm going to grab a couple of tarot cards and just see, what the tarot might have to say. Actually, you know what would be better? Maybe we use the Akashic deck. I usually use the moon deck too for these moon readings, but I'm going to use this Akashic one. So, angels, spirits, and guide, tell me what is in the Akashic for Aries, winding down with the final full moon in their third house. Tell me what's in the Akashic for them. What do they need to know about this moon and how to work with it to get the best outcome possible? Archangel Michael is what came out. Your energy reflects Michael's strength. Trust yourself and go for it. This is also saying, like, at this time, like, this is a 9 energy. Remember, like, the 2025 is a 9 energy, and that's where we're headed. So I don't know. It's saying, like, maybe you have something really special and beautiful coming in for you. Archangel Michael is strong. I feel like during this full moon, Spirit is saying, like, people are going to be attracted to your energy. Like, you are literally glowing here. And it's because when you read about this card, it's really about Archangel Michael coming and, like, kind of like holding you, like right behind you and helping you shine your light, right? So you could be, oh my God, another archangel. It's Gabriel. That's the 3 energy. Wow, that's definitely, okay, so Gabriel is about having peaceful communication, clarity, being honest. It could be about helping other people, like with your words, you know what I mean? And that makes sense since this is a Gemini moon, because Geminis never shut up. You could be called to go in a new direction in your life. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you want to be a writer. Maybe you want to help people. Maybe you have some shit to say. Maybe you realize how important your life has been, how much you've come, like how far you've come. I think these are all excellent things to remember during the full moon, if you want to know the truth. I'm on Aries, actually. Sorry about that. I forgot about my little things there. So, wow. I feel like Gabriel is the communicator. So you could be having some kind of message coming in, like from your higher self, guiding you down a whole new direction. What is that in your 3rd house? Make a list. So I wonder if your priorities are going to shift. Could have something to do with children becoming your focus, or you're kind of like looking through child's eyes at life right now. Like, that is a beautiful gift. Look at, you're having an awakening is what's happening with this moon. This is weird because I don't shuffle in reverse and this was upside down. So I'm going to have to take it. It is the scribe. So this is about being a teacher again. It's about maybe studying or like coming to a new realization towards something, right? It's about being a writer. This could also be saying there's someone coming that's going to help you on your path. And so does the Gabriel card. It says when you read on that card, it's like this Gabriel works through people. So they actually kind of like, I don't know, use people who are open, to give a message to you. And you never know where this message is going to come from, right? With Gabriel. But it could be about what you're going to do with your future. Like, this could be about going back to school It could be about becoming a teacher. It's a brand new, maybe a new life. The architect, that could be about building a new life. You know what I mean? Having a brand new path. It's an ace. So I do feel like, you have an awakening coming, because this is the Judgment card. It's called Wisdom, Will, and Mind. And look at the balance on that. It's about power, balance, and expression. Ascended masters are assisting you at this time. So you have a really big spiritual kind of calling, I think. So make sure and tap in so you understand it. The more aware we are, the bigger the leap we can make. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Okay, let's look at Taurus. 11, 19. Okay. Taurus, it's in your second house. So it's important for you to define your goals. Are you putting your energy there? This is a time to like figure out what you need to let go of, like what's holding you back. And so when we do that, we need to kind of like think a little bit about like, well, what would I like my life to look like a year from now? You know what I mean? And you need to kind of make a plan. Is what the cards are, or what the message is here. Making a plan, defining your goals, make a list. Like I really feel like it's important. Like which things are important to you, and like a lot of this, like if you were tapping in and you're using this, like thinning of the veil and this, energy of the moon. I feel like if you were tapping into that energy and writing at the same time, like I don't know, you could call it automatic writing, but I like to breathe in between the things, you know what I mean, just to make sure I'm maintaining that connection and not getting lost with some thought that's trying to hijack me. You know what I mean? I am a Gemini and it's tough, so beware of that energy too, like those racing thoughts, and honestly, like trying to figure out all the pieces of the puzzle. I think I'm a Gemini sun and moon, and so I think that I never really understood what was going on with me as a little, but as an adult, like, and now that I know about Gemini and like what I understand it. I wish I would have known that when I was a kid. I think it would have saved me a lot of grief. But then I wouldn't have learned anything either. Like we learn through that grieving process. So, anyways, I just feel like I'm looking at it from every direction. Well, and what happens is I can't ever make a decision. So be a little careful with that energy, because it's a Gemini moon. So we all could be feeling what I feel all the time, that like, oh, I don't know, what about this, what about that? It's like analysis paralysis. Okay, Arc of the Covenant, Taurus. So I kind of feel like this is in one way, it's a message saying, like, don't get pulled into any emotional drama. That's kind of what I was just saying too. Like, don't let your thoughts hijack you. You are living true to your contract. That's the other message. You're right on target. And I feel like now you're realizing how important your life has been, and maybe what your path is going forward. Like this moon is illuminating truth to us about who we really are. And I guess it's just up to us whether we, want to like ride with the wave and understand why I'm feeling like this, you know what I mean? Understanding the truth. I feel like Taurus, there might be some things that you are going to find that might need to be cut out of your life. Queen of Scrolls, that's what she is. I do feel like there's a big message here of you realizing a lot of things. Like you realize how much knowledge you have through your life, your life's experience. Like what I was just saying, like that would have saved me a lot of grief if I would have known that I was coming here to be this Gemini confused overanalyzer 5-year-old. You know what I mean? So I just think knowing the truth of the light that you carry and why you're carrying it and like why you came to experience you being a Taurus, right? It's gonna like this energy will make you just think and think and think. So there's something you have to let go of here, which is the Queen of Scrolls. I'm gonna ask what it is. I bet it's got something to do with your value or the way you feel about yourself. Like we all have doubts about ourselves, but they're not true. The Ascent, 7 of Keys. When you apply yourself, you can do anything. There could be a promotion at work because you earned it. But I think what the truth that you're looking at is like from the top of the mountain, like you made it. Then you're looking at how far you came and like what you had to do to go get there. You know what I mean? Your vantage point is amazing. And you're suddenly feeling your place in the world, in the spiritual realm. Like all of it is starting to make sense. Your life path is making sense. And you're cutting out like any of the disbelief. Okay, winged messengers is here. So I don't know. I feel like this is the 2 of Cups and it's about love, right? Winged messengers is about people from the other side trying to reach you, trying to help you see something new. So you definitely have spirit helping you through this and like helping you be able to see it from a new perspective, Gemini, right? Pretty handy energy to just come in and out of, I think. And I kind of think that's what's happening. Like, and you're having spirit helpers have you see the importance, you know what I mean? See the journey. Look at yourself. Like, this is a card, like, look, top of the peak of this mountain, he's above all the other mountains. He can see for miles and miles and miles, right? And what he's realizing is like, well, what would you realize at the top of a mountain like that? Like, first of all, you'd have to be in pretty good shape. I think you'd have to be pretty disciplined to get there. And I bet you learned a lot along the way. Like maybe you have to grip the rope in a different way. You know what I mean? Like you learned that. Maybe you slid a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you learned on the thing. I've never mountain climbed. I'm just saying, like, if you were at the top of that mountain, what in the heck would you be thinking? I'd be thinking of you are a badass, is what I would be thinking. That's what I would be thinking. And I think that this 2 of roses is about that. It's about you realizing like your path. Everything, every single part of it is important. And I think that's the great awakening. Like I do. I hope so. I hope this Gemini moon is opening that up for you. Do you need to tell them anything else, Spirit? This is beautiful. I do see you have to cut out something. It could be tell me what it is. Go inside. I ask, what is it? What is it that you need to cut out? It says, go inside. It says that you're feeling a little stuck, but you're not. Anything and everything that you've done, like even like this moon energy, it might make you really contemplate your path. You know what I mean? And this is the time, like go inside, meditate, get into sync with the universe. You know what I mean? Tap into that Akashic field. Tap into the magic. I mean, that's what the wands are all about, right? This is the Ace of Forces, the Ace of Wands. So I feel like it's important for you to like meditate. The reason they're not telling me exactly what you need to cut out is because you need to figure it out for yourself, because each person is hanging on to something different. Angel Gabriel is here, and this is about speaking your truth, expressing your truth. This is about writing. It's also about having an interaction with somebody that's Gabriel's speaking through. So keep your eyeballs peeled, keep your ears open. These people that are used by these archangels are just regular old people, regular just people. It could be a child, it could be a TikTok video, it could be, you know, anywhere. Just pay attention, because you have some truth coming in, and that's one of the ways they're bringing it. I also feel like pay attention to your dreams and definitely ask for it. Move toward it. You know what I mean? The Buddha prepares. You're being prepared for something great, and it's your whole life that led you there. And up until now, you know, maybe you didn't even really see your own light, but you're about to. And I feel like you're about to experience the magic of life and the magic of the spoken word, something about that. So figure out what you'd really like your life to look like next year. You know what I mean? Like just in the next year. Like what do you really want it to be? What's missing? You know, what would make you the freaking happiest? That's probably where you're going. So it could be some kind of cool idea. That's what this also could be. Like you meditating, spirit saying like, hey, you have something to say. You have a whole lifelong battle to talk about. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've come. And you know why. The very first card is this one. That's the Justice card. Could be dealing with some kind of Libra in your life. But it's really about it's about balance. It's about things being made fair. So that's what I see for you guys. That was a good one. Let's see, Gemini. 2259. Okay. All right, Gemini. Yours is in the first house of self if you're a Gemini rising. What are you happy with right now? What are you not happy with? What do you want 2025 to look like? See the bigger picture and work out the details. You can decide how to respond to things that you can't control. So remember that. Remember, it's about choices. So you could be looking at that, like really, really looking at how much you insert yourself in other people's stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, like it could be gossip on the internet. We can't control it. How are we responding it? Why are we watching it? Is it bringing us any kind of good vibration, or is it making us feel disgusted and angry? And like, ask yourself that. Live the life that you love. You have the power to release things holding you back from being the best you. So it's about yourself, and it's about figuring out what you want. You know, what do you really want? This is about yourself. What do you want your life to look like? Who do you want in it? Who in your life gives as much as you do? Is there equal give and take? Doesn't matter. Are there people or thoughts or things holding you back from being your best self? That's the questions you're going to be asking yourself. Reflection card comes out. So you're really going to be thinking about it. You know? That's the moon card, man. Gemini, you get your own card. Bottom of the deck's talking to me about the Ark of the Covenant. That's the Justice card in tarot. the Ark of the Covenant is about discovering how important you are, how important your life's been, every single interaction with every single person, animal. Five of Scrolls, diversity. So I think you're thinking about wanting something new. That's what I feel like. You're looking at your past there for sure. But you are thinking about the future, and you're like, I want to expand. I want to grow. I want to go further. Maybe you feel like you want to travel. Maybe you feel like you'd like to try a new food once a week, and you're going to commit to it. You know what I mean? You feel like you want more. Now, you know, it could be because we're in Sagittarius sun. Because isn't that a Sag vibe? Yes. And so I feel like that's what they're telling me, is like you're working almost in perfect sync with Sagittarius sun, because you're excited, you're feeling inspired, you do want to grow. So it's the moon is shining on you, and you're reflecting on where you've been. I think that 11 card shows me that you realize the value of your experiences, and you're like, okay, you know what? I think I really am ready for a whole brand new life. Like, I want to experience new things. Maybe that's what you're saying with this new moon or this full moon. Maybe you're saying, like, this is my moon. And I want to try something new once a week. I want to do something new. I want to go somewhere new. I want to see another country. I want to, experience another culture. I don't know what you're thinking about. Journey. Look at you go. You're going on a journey. That's what you're at least thinking about. You're manifesting it. You want to. You want your future to have travel, right? The journey card is also about something behind. It's about packing light. Gemini, I know I did a reading for you like that. It says you're going on a trip, but you got to pack light. Remember that? You're getting the same message. That's what you're doing. And you're thinking, like, I want to go on a trip, and I'm going to have to leave something behind. Some of you could be moving. Maybe that's what you're thinking about too, right? Or you're like, I want a new opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, there's an old looking ship on here, Gemini, and it's making me feel like Christopher Columbus. I don't know why, but thank you, Spirit. I've never got that before, but it's like you want to discover new experiences, new lessons. You don't want anything that you've already learned. The Akashic Library. Okay, so it's the number 2 card, which is the High Priestess. It's about heightened intuition. It's about a knowing. And in this card, it's telling me that you have the ability to tap into that whole library. You know what I mean? I think that you know that. Maybe you haven't quite done it yet. Keep working toward it. Like, I feel like it's part of it. I also feel like the Akashic Library is a card saying, well, it's your time. It's your time to pick up the pen and write the rest of the story. You know what I mean? Like, we're ending 2024. We're ending karmic cycles. We're ending the North Node being in Aries and the South Node being in Libra. They're all moving, like we're going to, I think, Pisces and, what would it be? I don't even know. Virgo. Pisces and Virgo, maybe? I don't really know. I haven't even looked into the North and South Node, but those are such big things, and they really make changes, and they're about an 18-month long. So what I'm saying is Aries and Libra is winding up. So you're probably, what you're leaving them going here is people pleasing or some kind of Libra thing. Like it's a big thing, right? Libra energy is about trying to make everything right for everybody. Have you ever met one? Like they are exhausting. They have to make everything right so much. You know what I mean? So they overcompensate for other people's, um, and they just want everybody to be happy. So you're not doing that here. And I feel like that's what you're leaving behind is like that Libra tendency to people please. And it would be perfect timing to let that go right now because it is leaving Libra. So, yeah, I would say, put that in your little pile of things that you want to meditate about with the moon or dance around a fire with the moon. I'm going to do something big, I think. I don't know what. I always say that and then it's cold and then I end up like doing just some silent meditation in my room or something. But I think I really want to do this one big. I feel like the Akashic Library is almost telling me that you really are closing a giant chapter for yourself about who you are. Like you've completely changed and you're a new person now. And Spirit is saying, like, here's the pen. Why don't you write? Why don't you write the next? You know, like it's time that the human is involved. It's time that the soul and the body and the mind decide as one where you're going. And that's what you're doing, self-creation. You're creating your new self. Wow, Gemini. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Gemini? That is a beautiful reading. The karmic trench. What about it? And the Two of Wands. Okay. It's saying you have a choice here. You do. You have a choice to whether you want to stay in that place or if you want to just accept the stuff that you've been learning and make a new foundation. So big time here for you, Gemini. There's a choice here and it's a big one. Do you want to go toward the strong foundation or do you want to stay in the karmic trench? That's really what came out. So I don't know what you want to do, but that is your choice. That is what you're going to be writing here. And when the 2 is here, we know your higher self is involved. So I guess it's just a matter of, what you choose to do. Because a lot of times, like I say, like these karmic trenches are habits, and old habits die hard and old beliefs take, it takes a lot to let go of them. But I think you can do it. I really, really do. I think that you have big dreams and I feel like you want so much. You just want to travel and experience things. And whatever this is, this rut that you've been in, right? Do you want to stay in the rut? Here's your time. It's your turn. Stand confident in who you are and what you want. Like if you stay here, it's going to stay exactly the same. Like nothing will change. But if you decide to pick up the pen and write the new story for yourself, and this could very much be a real story. Like I'm getting a Gemini who really has a book in them. And I just feel like if you feel anything like that, start it. Start it. And maybe start and write about your own life moving forward with all the stuff that you know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But you can choose to make a good foundation for yourself or you can stay in the rut. You choose. The Lover's card. There's your card even coming out. Wow. Okay, so Cancer is next. Let's see. 35. Okay, Cancer, it's in your 12th house. You are indeed having a spiritual awakening. And what you're learning about, or you're awakening to, is how past influences your future. This can be like blocked messages. Or, I mean, this can be blocked blessings, but now's the time to make the big changes. If you have an intense experience, it affects your life. Reprogram that. Journal, pray, meditate. I am not broken. I am the observer of my emotions, but not, it doesn't define me, right? I am not my past. I choose the me now. No outdated programming. So that's a lot, right? That was just the message I got online. But so a lot of big things, right? Reprogramming the way you think about a really big something that hurt you, right? That's kind of like, it reminds me of like the Nine of Wands, because it's very like guarded energy, victim mentality energy. You know what I mean? Like you're just feeling like, but like the flip side of that card is like understanding like, whoa, all those wands actually made me. The Ascent, saying, yeah. This came out for somebody else, I think Taurus. Okay, Cancer, so you're having a spiritual awakening about your path, about your life, about who you are. And you're realizing like all the shit you've been through. You're realizing, God, I can really do anything if I want to in this game of life. I just need to be strategic about it. Two of Cups, or Two of Roses, Winged Messengers. I feel like this could be talking about your love life. Like maybe it's been hard, maybe love has been hard, or some kind of certain relationship. This is also a card of being like, I don't know, like having messages come in from spirit, like in your dreams, in your meditation, right? I feel like this moon might be a little emotional for you. I feel like you're kind of having an awakening to like who you are, but also like people in your life, you know, like maybe you have selfish people in your life, or people that, I don't know, they're just like narcissistic. This could be about inner child work, or like what you've been through as a child is what I feel like. Maybe you're getting some kind of insight about that, really healing that. I feel like there's a big change coming for you in the way you see yourself and in the way you see your life path. I feel like there's an opportunity coming in, or some kind of knowledge coming in, that the things you've been through are helpful. The Eight of Keys is about becoming a master at something. So it could be like becoming an ascended master in some area, maybe love. You might be looking at like what you want to commit to, and letting go of people that aren't like giving the same amount. I feel like that the moon is a lot about that. Being able to talk and speak your truth. I feel like you have some kind of you have someone to help coming in. You know what I mean? Like someone that's going to help you, but I think what they're telling you is maybe like your higher self, or what the angels, the ascended masters, right? Coming in to tell you that your specific path is for a specific future, you know? Like they're talking about your childhood, they're talking about work, they're talking about just life in general, you know? People that you've had to deal with or you've allowed to deal with because of your commitment. Um, Something could be changing for some of you, like realizing maybe you want to commit more fully to your family. Like, yeah. Or maybe that's what you realize. Like, I am committed to my family. But you're having a huge awakening, and it's about how your past influences your future. So I feel like everything that you've gone through leads you here. And it's to be some kind of a master, about being some kind of a teacher, about helping other people with your experience, is what I feel like. It could be speaking, writing, or just sharing with a person, right? But you're definitely getting clear. 12th house, something's got to go, something new comes in. And I kind of feel like there's a lot of things you're seeing in your life, you know. I think you're creating boundaries, but I also think um, reprioritizing, reprioritizing with this awakening is what I see. Cancer, I feel like your family becomes the focus. All right, so that's what might be what you're thinking about during the full moon, right? Let's look at Leo. 2. Okay, Leo. Oh my gosh, it's in your 11th house, a celebration. You're realizing an achievement to a goal. You'll receive clarity and a deeper connection with someone. There could be a conflict and a resolution in a friendship or a relationship, a deep bond, or else let it go. Like something's being, a decision's being made. And it's talking about there's waves of positivity and abundance. You're going to love this energy. I think you're going to thrive in this energy. I do. Celebrating. You're celebrating something that you achieved over the moon. You're excited. Partying time is what it says. You did it. Okay. The Muse, number 15. A time of heightened resourcefulness. Call on Spirit Muse to guide you. So you could have some really great ideas in this energy. I feel like maybe you've been feeling a little stuck, maybe a little lost too. I do feel like here's the number 6 card, which is where the moon's at. Gemini, right? It's number, and it's called the Divine Physician. In the regular tarot, it is the Lovers. It's a choice. So I don't know, but I feel like there could be a big healing for you coming in. I do feel like you're tapping into some kind of like inspired energy, like you're creating something, maybe. Words and thought, belief and feeling are what heals the self, as well as teaching others. So it says that the light of healing is all around you and shines through you. This radiant joy brings healing to others. So you got this really great energy. I do feel like maybe you've been sad or confused or lost or something, feeling stuck. But like when you get this Buddha prepares, it's not like you're really stuck. It's like if you had a slow down, like it slows you down. Like maybe you got the flu. Maybe you broke your arm. Maybe you Maybe you just feel sad and want to stay home. Whatever it is, like there's something going on here. You lost something and you've been sort of stuck in it, you know? But what's happening is your heart is being like ignited during this kind of downtime, during this, you feel like, and other people might look and say, like, oh, they're depressed. But what's really happening is an enlightening, beautiful, heart opening moment of truth and healing, and with it is coming in some kind of inspiration. So I kind of feel like use the inspiration, whatever it's guiding you to do. And it could even be, that you are some sort of a healer, or you're the one receiving the healing. So something beautiful happening here for you, Leo, something to celebrate. Maybe you're just learning about your healing abilities, right? Maybe you heal someone and you didn't never done it before. And you're like, oh my God, I don't know. Let's look at Virgo. 46. Okay, Virgo. Yours is in the 10th house of finances and success in work. Good time to, if you're like an influencer on the internet, it might be a good time to just post consistently. Good energy for that. You might get more followers, increase in money, that kind of thing. There could be a conflict at work, and if there is, like, find a solution. If a job ends, it's the universe putting you on your new path. So just keep that in mind. The moon is in your 10th house of finances and success in work. Tell me what's going on with Virgo, the lightning bolt. Spirit working actively in your life. Possible sudden change of focus. Changing what you're focusing on. Message coming in. Possible change of plans. Leo. Yeah, you're building something new. And you're understanding your gifts like you are. This could be like some sort of like psychic power increasing here. Who am I talking to, Virgo? This is about your money, right? Your money house. So yeah, I feel like there could be a new path opening up here. It could be a little bit scary. It seems sudden, but it is guided. So just trust it. I feel like honestly, there's some kind of new gift coming in for you too. Who am I on? Virgo? I forgot to change it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So Virgo, I don't know. This could be saying like you're manifesting, a new beginning, a new life, a new something. But there is some kind of a lightning bolt here. But this is clarity, this Gabriel. This could also be like a person coming in to give you some kind of information. The archangels speak through people, at least this one does. So it could be a person, it could be a TikTok video, whatever, right? It could be about, I also feel like there's a message here saying like, I think like tapping into like the youth part of you, like looking through the eyes of a child, or like looking deeper. There's something more, like something like this girl is looking at like a butterfly with a magnifying glass. She wants to see all the details. So there could be something about details. This could also be about your children becoming the focus of your world, you know. But I more than that, I get the message that this is like allowing yourself to look at things like a child, right? But I do see you, creating a new beginning for yourself. This is the Magician card, and this is the Ace of Keys, and that's about the architect, building a new life, building a new reality for yourself. You could be like having your own business. You know what I mean? You got some kind of sudden eight of forces, which is spirit intervention happening here. You could struggle with it or feel small or something like that, but just know that there's more. Tap into your higher self, you know, and keep your eyeballs and your ears open for a message, because the Gabriel card is here. There's communication. So I hope that helps you, Virgo. Hi, how's it going? I am on Libra. Okay, Libra. Libra, it's in your 9th house. Excitement, optimism, and emotions. You desire new experiences, new inspiration. Travel is probable. It's gonna be fun. You might meet someone new from a new culture. You'll move past frustrations to look at the top 3 goals. Okay, so this is what they're saying. Figure out what you'd like for your top 3 goals in 2025. How much money you want to make? 1. 2, health and wellness. And 3, love relationships. So how much money do you want to make? Set yourself a goal with this moon, right? And you have great, exciting, optimistic energy. So be, you know, be generous with yourself. How much do you want to make? How are you going to do it? What's your plan? What can you do to walk toward that? And number 2, health and wellness. Like, I'm going to start going to the gym 3 times a week, right? I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to let go of coffee. I'm going to quit cigarettes, whatever, right? Number 3, love and relationship. Like, what do you want that to look like in your world? Like, you know what I mean? Peaceful relationships. How can I make my relationships peaceful? How can I, what do I need to do, right? So those are the things you're going to be looking at in the 9th house. And it's going to be fun, I think. I think it could be, like, there could be some emotions here, but hopefully exciting is the emotion, right? Optimism is the emotion. I'm good, Bill. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. I am kind of trying to do the moon. It's coming up in a couple of days. So we're on Libra. Angels, spirits, and guides, let's see what Libra needs to know about this moon. Whoops, that one went lying on the ground. 2 flew out. Let's see what that means. Meditation and the lookout. Ooh, okay. So it's exciting, but there's a challenge. Keep your balance. This is only temporary, so there could be something coming that is like you weren't expecting. I feel like, the other card that fell out was the Buddha Prepares, and it's about feeling stuck and realizing you're not stuck. You're just preparing to step into your power. Like, there's a downtime, right? So, I don't know, but I feel like stay connected to your higher self during the moon is what I feel like. Queen of Roses. Yeah, something emotional could happen. Something about love, right? Something maybe about family, community. Needing some balance. Excitement, optimism, emotions. And then asking yourself, how much money do I want to make? How much, what can I do to help myself? And love relationships. So I kind of feel like it's talking about love here and about something balance needing to be restored somewhere. The Queen of Cups to me is about surrendering it. So if there's some sort of a upheaval, which there could be, we got a lot of interaction with other planets, and there could be something that's shocking going on here. I'm going to see if I can get a better understanding of that. Tell me about the lookout card for Libra. What the heck is that? It's a contract, a career commitment. It's a Saturn energy. Oh, this could be... This looks more like a memory and your reaction to it. So some kind of career or some kind of contract, I feel like, coming into play here. I think it's a change. But I think whatever it is, it's in the past, but it's still on your mind. It could be about control. It's a weird message. Okay, so when this comes tumbling down here, the 17 card, we'll look out. I feel like you need to know that this is divine timing. This could be about restructuring something in your own mind. Maybe that's what you're talking to Spirit about, is the challenge, whatever it might be, a contract, a memory, something that makes you resistant, something that maybe it's a cycle of people that control you, or maybe it's you trying to control other people. But I feel like something's coming in here to like get rid of that, and if you feel like you've been stuck and cold and detached, I feel like your heart is being opened here. Higher self's coming out, and whatever this is, like you trying to be fake, or some kind of belief it even could be, right? Because there's some kind of memory you have that has made you feel a little bit, I don't know, out of sorts or something like that. And I feel like it's really gonna change, and it looks like it could be a challenge. Like you're dealing with somebody or something. Maybe you're trying to figure out like how deep is this contract, you know what I mean? But I kind of feel like, I don't know, could be a sudden change. And it's challenging your balance. You know what I mean? Your own balance. Like, this could be a very emotional situation. It could be with family. But look what's happening. I mean, I do feel like it's divine timing. I feel like just ride the wave. I'm a Virgo Sun, Leo Moon, and have Libra placement in 4 houses. Very emotional and it's stuck energy. Okay, so it's a family thing for you. Yeah, I can't really see, but like I feel like you're dealing with something. It looks treacherous, like you're being very careful about your next action. I really think like to the overall energy here is like, yeah, this is happening or it's gonna happen, and Spirit is saying like, ride this wave with me. Like your higher self is going like, it's okay, just like maybe go in, you know, go in. Because I feel like what you have to do is you have to surrender something. Maybe it's the way you think about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Tell me what. One more up here for this stuff. Like the lookout. Clarify the lookout card for me in this deck. What the hell is it? Did that just fall out? It's a karmic trench. That was weird. Did you see how that fell out? Just fell out the bottom. It's a karmic cycle, and it's time for you to change it. It is on your home front because there's another 4 down here. So it is about your foundation, and it's got to be, balance has got to be restored. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, So I feel like you have to change who you are around them, or you do change who you are around them. And it's because of some kind of control issue. I feel like someone's closed off and detached and avoiding and sort of being stuck in here. And I think that this looks crazy, but what's happening is your higher self is coming out here. I mean, it just keeps saying it, right? It's your higher self activating in divine timing for you in order for your heart to open and for your higher self to be able to love you, for you to be able to feel compassion for yourself and other people, to restore balance. And yeah, it does look like home. So it looks like it could be an emotional little time. But it's also saying like it's divine time. So just relax and enjoy the ride is what I feel like. Try to detach as much as you can, like as far as like where you're connected at, like how much is it affecting you? Are you going home and not sleeping after you interact with this person? Or or what? You know? So, how much control do you allow that to have over you? I do feel like you're desiring new. So, this might be your last little thing that you have to let go of, in order to like go toward it. So, don't forget to make the list of the 3 things that are important to you and kind of like setting the foundation for the 2025 energy, right? This is also in your 9th house, right? So, 2025 is the year of 9. I don't know if you watched that video, but it's pretty good. I don't know, I did it a couple weeks ago. It's like 2025, a year of 9. It's pretty good informational too. Okay, let's see. 10216. I wonder what time it is. I have a doctor appointment today. I just didn't even. Oh, it's only 12. Okay. I think I have time. Where am I at? Just halfway. Scorpio. It's in your 8th house. So, that's your house. Embrace who you've become, who you are becoming. There could be some kind of issue with a relationship. It could be financial or sexual. Work as a team, so both of you are excited for the solution. It's an energetic opening to changes, transformations, coping mechanisms may be in your way. Like old thought patterns. What do you do to cope with stuff? Like, have you thought about that? I saw that in the material. It's like coping mechanisms. I think we change coping mechanisms as we get older too, but we all still have them. So maybe you're looking at those and realizing that maybe there's some changes you need to make, right? So, what's stopping you from being your authentic self? What kind of thought patterns and coping mechanisms, right? What's stopping you from being your true authentic self and being proud of it? Angels, spirits, and guides, tell me about Scorpio. What do they need to know about the full moon reflection? Yeah. It's time to think about your life, right? You're thinking deep about it on the moon. And you're thinking, I want to go somewhere new. I want to go down a path I've never been before. Fated meeting. And you fall in love. Embrace who you've become. All right. So I feel like you're reflecting on your life so far and where you want to go next. There's a fated meeting card here, and I don't know, but I feel like it's saying, like, if you were to just go down a new path, there's someone there that's fated for you to meet. It could be somebody that just changes your life in a minute and then they leave, or it could be the love of your life. Fated meeting, King of Roses. It's you. Maybe it's the fated meeting for you to meet yourself, to meet your higher self, all in divine timing. It could be. Really could be. I feel like you're having a new understanding about something, maybe that you were confused about before. Two of Keys is the Two of Pentacles, and it's about, not really knowing what to do. It's like being like, what do I do now? This particular card is called the Treasure, and the treasure box is broken open. Someone stole some stuff from this guy. So you could be feeling some kind of way about that. You could be confused. You could have just went through a loss. There's someone coming in that can help you. It could be that fated meeting. It could be somebody who writes, or it could be a teacher. You could meet them, like, I don't know, maybe at a library. Maybe you're researching something. This person knows a lot of things. This card is also asking the person who I'm reading it to, like, what is your soul calling you to do? You know what I mean? It really is. And you could have a little confusion over the moon about this because it is in Gemini, so you're thinking about all of it. Thinking about this outcome, that outcome, that's just what Geminis do. And so there could be an energy of, like, I don't really know what to do. But you do. You know what I mean? You've got 3 major arcanas here with this moon reading. So I feel like there's 3 things coming in for you. I feel like one of them is definitely a person. It could be a water sign. But it is a fated meeting, and it could be somebody that's just teaching you something, or that you're teaching something to. Sometimes I feel like when you realize that you've gone through something that can help another person, you know what I mean? Like, it was a horrible situation, but when you figure out it's a teaching tool, and you're happy that you're happy that you have the compassion for whatever happened, like, right? It's just, that's your authentic self. You know what I mean? It's that authentic self right there, like in that example. You know what I mean? Like, you meet somebody and you've been exactly where they're at, and you know exactly what to say, what the next step is to help them on a different direction. I feel like somebody's coming in that maybe you're going to heal. Maybe that's what this fated meeting is all about. And I kind of feel like when you understand that about your life path, it changes the way you see it, you know? And life looks different, you know what I mean? Like, you suddenly see, like, oh my God, like, this really was beneficial. And things start to look up, kind of like when the spring comes, right? Super. Yeah. I feel like you are being made aware that you are being used by higher spirit, like the higher realms, like you are an important part of the universe. I feel like that's what you're embracing. Embrace who you have become, who you are becoming. You know, I feel like what's happening is you're going to embrace being a teacher. And it could be, Scorpio, about how to get through a transformation. That's your whole life, right? You go through them all the time. But I do feel like there's a new path here being led, you know, like you're being guided down it. And I think whoever you meet there, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you feel. Um, that's what I think. Some of you could be like feeling like, I don't know, it could be about, the scribe can be about writing. It can be about having knowledge that other people don't know. You know what I mean? And I think all Scorpios do. I think all Scorpios have knowledge that the rest of us don't. So that's where I'm going to end that. I hope that helps you. Scorpio, let's see what Sag is. All ones. Wow. So it's in your sun. Sagittarius is your sun that this is happening in. And let's see what the stuff said. It's in your 7th house. This is your house of relationships. So embrace the circumstances that are around you. Balance, equal give and take. There could be new friends, new relationships coming in. Be excited to address any kind of balance issues, right? This could be like you might have to let go of people, right? There's financial abundance coming in with this energy. And it's talking about building healthy foundations now, so you have a great foundation for 2025, and 2025 being your best personal year yet. So lots of messages for you, Sag. You could be embracing some kind of, or addressing some relationships and realizing some of them just don't serve you anymore is what I feel like. Yeah, karmic ones. It's time for that shit to end. That's what the moons are all about, right? That's what Pluto's all about. That's what I feel like. Yep, you're leaving that old way behind and going down a brand new path, Sagittarius. I think your joy is increasing. I think your peace is increasing, and I really feel like your psychic abilities are increasing. Could be dealing with like seeing other realms here. This is like crazy talking about that. So Sagittarius, I feel like there's gifts opening up, spiritual gifts. This could be seeing other realms, and like you look outside and you can see things moving around that maybe aren't really like where'd they come from. You know what I mean? It could be that. um, it could be dreams. It could be visions. It could be. But you're building a new foundation, and I feel like you're being guided too. You've got the archangel at the bottom of the deck. You could be called to speak some truth. You could be called to, well, you're definitely being called to go down a new path. Your joy is increasing, but this new path is different. You are being guided by spirit. And then this card comes out and it says, what can I do to help myself? Yeah. So you're asking yourself that, how do I get to this new beginning? How do I get to, what do I do today to realize this goal that I want? That's what the moons are all about. So you're letting go of some kind of old cycle here with the four scrolls. You've been in there long enough. And you're going down a brand new path. You've never done it before. So that's right down your wheelhouse, isn't it? Like you love the excitement and it's happening. There's something brand new coming in here. And it's definitely spiritual led, right? And I feel like, you have to work with this energy. You have to ride with it. But you have a new beginning, a new foundation, a new kind of life. It could even be about your work, right? Okay, I hope that helps you, Sag. Let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn, yours is in the 6th house. This moon is preparing you to realize what you want. You might be cleaning out clutter in your house or revising your schedule so that you can get all the things that you need to do done. Be mindful of your health and let go of bad habits and take care of unfinished business. And that is what I got for you, Capricorn. And preparing you to realize what you really want. I think that's so real it's scary. Like, do you know what you want? I was thinking that the other day and I'm like, honestly, I feel pretty content. I'm pretty happy. Okay. Capricorn. 5 of Keys. Wishes fulfilled. Okay. Wow, you have lots of 8s. So I feel like there's a big changes coming with this moon. Sagittarius is in your 7th house, but 8 is about change. It's about abrupt change. And it's telling me that it could be in your home or your community. It could be with somebody that you love. I feel like there's something going on here. It's challenging. And it looks like it could be about children. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like something's going on here with either your kids or your home or something like that. And it looks a little wobbly there. It does. So just try to remain balanced. And I think that whatever is happening, is coming in with this lightning bolt. So it's spirit that's making the change. So I feel like because the Queen of Cups is here, it's saying like you almost have to surrender to it because it's going to happen no matter what. And again, I see this kid card, like the garden. There's a big change for a child. It could be about your child. What am I talking to, Capricorn? Preparing yourself to realize what you want. A aha moment. So children becoming your focus. Something's coming down so that children can become your focus. There's another 8. So there's a new unknown path coming in, and it's open for you. I guess the question is, are you going to do it? Because I think you have a new one. It could be spiritual too. But I also feel like this is about you manifesting what you want. So preparing you to realize what you want, what is important. I'll tell you what it looks like to me. I feel like your wish fulfillment has something to do with your family and your children and that part of your life, that love part of your life, I feel like this is a very emotional thing. Like Capricorn, I mean, you could be like feeling pretty emotional about whatever's happening here, this change. But it could also be you realizing like really what you want. And maybe what you really want, Cap, is your family, you know? You want your family to be stable and balanced and good. And maybe that's what you're seeing as like the path unknown even. Like you've never felt the calm or the contentment. I'm not sure. This Oracle of Delphi is also about really understanding the messages from the other side maybe having feelings, maybe seeing things. Make sure to just take notes. And, every phone has a little notes section. And I kind of feel like we owe it to ourselves, really, you know, to keep track of the messages. You know what I mean? Like, what numbers are you seeing? What do they mean? Your higher self is talking to you here, Cap. And it's kind of putting you quickly on a new direction, and you get to decide. So make sure you know what it is you do want. you know, that's what I'm feeling. I don't know, that was a little confusing, but definitely see a lot of this stuff about your kids or your home. Like big changes coming in, and I don't think they're bad. Aquarius 127. But they could feel uncomfortable. It's definitely different. I mean, whoops. How else did I? All right. Who are we on now? Did I write down? Yeah, Aquarius is next. Sorry. I was sort of like got sidetracked with that phone. Aquarius, 5th house. This is your house of fun, man. It's also a house of kids. And Aquarius, I feel like you're gonna just be overwrought with like this feeling of I need to create, right? So this could be about like being artistic or making something in your home more pleasurable or having a super fun time. Maybe you're making ornaments, maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're baking. I don't know, but I feel like you're just gonna feel like being creative. Don't hold back from it because it's the inspiration that you get that comes over you that leads you to an epiphany, a new path, something like that, right? So don't hold back from what you're being given. You know what I mean? Hi, Helen. So you're being given some kind of like wave of creativity. Follow it. Don't hold yourself back from it. Just do it because it's leading you to an exciting new path. There's a friendship that could change to love, like you're just friends now and it could evolve into love. Or in a love relationship, if you're in a love relationship, it could go up to the next level. I feel like there's some inner child healing that's going on for you as well. So it's important to keep your awareness heightened, like paying attention to all the little inner nudges, the cool feelings, the buzzing feeling that goes on when spirit is active, right? Connect to what you love and do that. This will heal you and maybe change your finances, reignite your passion for life. That's what you're doing. What a great message. I love that for Aquarius. Follow that wave of creativity. Okay. Tell me about Aquarius spirit. Winged messengers. So you got spirit on the other side. There's something going on, like you're writing a new story for yourself. You're clearing some old stuff, like the inner child stuff. Maybe you're rewriting that story. You're creating a new self, and your intuition is going on. You're reviewing your life. You could be moving, relocating, but you could be just reflecting on the journey. And I feel like if that's what's happening, it's like spirit has your hand and is taking you through the journey so far. But you definitely get to go where you want next with that Akashic library. It's like spirit giving you the pen. I feel like maybe you're being guided to either look at things from a child point of view. That's the energy you're going toward with this creativeness, right? Because I feel like winged messengers, you're being almost given ideas. You could be investigating something new, trying something new. Like maybe you saw something on a video and you're like, oh my God, I want to try it. I want to research that. I want to do it. I feel like it changes your vibe and gives you hope. Like a new, like, oh my God, now I finally can see, like, I'm going to go somewhere different now, right? You know, it's like you have a hope. I feel like your heart chakra is being opened. You're being led down a brand new path. Like even like the way you make money, I feel like you're making a new. Look at all the ones for you. I want you to see this, Aquarius, because you have 3 aces here, and at the bottom of the deck, you have a fated meeting. So I feel like someone's coming in that's going to be helping you. It's a spiritual person. It could be a soul friend. But you have Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And I see that as a brand new beginning for you and your family. And I think it's because you're creating it. You know what I mean? Creating the journey you want, the one you seek. You realize, you know, that you are holding the pin right up here. You have someone on the other side, or just some really cool guardians, like, you know what I mean? Like ancestors, something guiding you, saying, like, you have the knowing. You already have it. You've just been so stuck in this, like, 3D bullshit matrix problem thinking, right? And I think that sometimes, like, some of it seems so real, right? Like, it is a fact, we need money, we have to go to work, and sometimes some people don't have enough money. That's reality, right? Unless you don't want it to be, because it's telling me, like, you have the ability right now to change things. You're being given some kind of an energy of creativity. I suggest you use it, because what it's telling me, it's opening your heart. It's opening the connection between you and all that is. And you're going to be creating the life that you want, the architect. You're the architect. Where do you want it to go? What do you want it to be like? What I see is what's important here. It looks to me like what you're seeing, the focus is family and maybe your children, because this card says children become your focus. And that changes things too. So maybe when you get into this energy of creativity, I mean, your whole vibe shifts, your priority shifts, and your reality shifts. I love this for you, Aquarius. You have Pluto hanging out in your sign for the next 20 years. And if you grab that pen right now, I say you get to decide what it looks like. You know what I mean? Because it looks pretty beautiful here. It looks like you're, you know, like getting new psychic awareness, like tapping in deeper. And let's not forget about the fated meeting. It's on the bottom of the deck, and it's saying, like, you don't know about this, right? That's why they didn't flip it over, but they're saying, like, you don't see this coming, but some important relationship. It's either work, spirit, or love. Fated. This isn't somebody who's going to help you grow, help you be the best you that you could be. It's somebody that feels so familiar. You don't feel like you have to pretend to be anything, and they don't ask you to. So be aware of that. That's coming in for you. I have never seen this card not come true. So be ready for that fated meeting, because that can literally change your life. And if it's about like following your passion, doing something, like, right, you're building something, you're creating something, that's the energy you're being given, creativity energy. And if you shared that, that could change your reality in a heartbeat, especially if you're on social media or something, right? Aquarius, I love that. So when you get the feeling like you want to bake the cake, or you want to try a new recipe, it's the vibe that you're going after. You know what I mean? It's doing those things that you love that connects you to that higher self. I cannot stress this enough. And I've actually been doing it, and it's really true. So I want you guys to try it if you're inclined to try it. If you get a cool idea or there's something you really love to do, please do it. Please do it. Everything changes. The way you feel. Like you get downloads, all kinds of cool things happen. So, Pisces, it's in your 4th house. That's your house of family and your home. This is about your inner home and your outer home, right? And is there something that needs to shift about the space that you live in? Do you need to move? Do you need to redecorate? Is the people that live in your home, are they healthy and supportive for you? Do they encourage you and love you? Is there any conflict with the family that can be changed? Can you accept the people that you love just as they are and don't waste time on conflict? Can you do that? Accept the people that you love as they are? And if you can't, and it's okay if you can't, then you need to stop wasting your time on their energy, is all I'm saying. You know, if you can't accept somebody exactly how they are, you think like, oh my God, I feel like we're all being kind of nudged. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? Like the people that people that don't fit, the people that aren't encouraging me, the people that keep me stuck in my head, the people that make me feel less than, right? Those people just don't have room in your space right now, and that's what you're being kind of like shown. This person might not, right? So 5 of Scrolls is here. It's time to try something new. I feel like this is a time of expansion for you. You could be learning new things, introduced to new cultures, expanding your mind, letting it wander, letting it think of all of the things, right? Paths unknown. It looks to me like you're ready to go down a new path. And that path is a spiritual path. This is a path of actually understanding the value of you, the value of your life, the value of your experiences. You know what I mean? I do feel like you're restructuring the way you feel about something that maybe you felt shitty about forever. This is spiritual, you know? And you have 2 8s here. We've been seeing a lot of 8s, which is cool because isn't that the what year we're in now, 2024? God, why did it take me the whole reading to figure that out? Out with the 8s, right? But the 8s are showing up hard because it's time for a change, you know? Like the 8 of Scrolls is a new path. It's something you've never done before. The 8 of Forces is a lightning bolt. This is something that's going to happen. It's spirit doing it, and you know it. This is an enlightenment, really, as to you, who you are, right? Okay. Let me see. What else do they need to know? Okay. Super important that you understand your value. All right. I feel like I have some Pisces that don't understand their value. And that's what this is talking about. And that's the first time that message has come out here today. But it seems like it's been coming out for a long time. And I think like this moon is the final thing, you know? Like you get to really let your mind expand into understanding the value of your life and you on this planet, right? That's exactly what this says. What is it? It's in your 4th house. So the first thing that needs to happen in the fourth house is you need to realize your value before you can make the changes, is what I feel like. Like you have to first understand, like I am the ruler of my life here. You know, I'm the king of it. I feel like you are kind of like coming into like a new awareness after a rough ride, I mean, you, honest to God, felt like you're going to fall off. I think this has to do with a relationship. That's crazy, but I see it. There's a sudden change in a partnership. This is someone that you vibe with. This could be a husband, a wife, whatever. It's on rocky ground here. Something, right? It's a challenge. Why? Why is that happening? This is you looking at your house, at your home, and you're realizing something. What? Like that you're on shaky ground here. You are on shaky. That you're in a karmic cycle. That's what you're finally in understanding. So look at all the wisdom coming in. All these green ones are swords, and that is about like learning. It's about knowledge. It's about wisdom. And I think like this shitty cycle that you're in is going to be you're being blasted out of it, right? Right? It looks like right now. A big change coming in your home. You're ready to go down a new path or like figure something out. What does it say here? Do you need to move? Is there someone in your home that's not supportive? Is it healthy for you? That's what you're asking. And I think what you're realizing is it's not healthy. I mean, it's stuck in a rut. I'm stuck in a rut. And I fucking don't know how to get out of it up in the air. I don't know. Okay. So let's talk about this opportunity coming in here with this 9. It's an 18, but remember we were talking about out with the 8s, right? Because it's 2024. 1, 2, 3 8s, big changing. You have 2 4s that add up to 8 again. If you're into numerology, you should look this shit up because it would be 88, 88. And so if you're a Pisces, please look like a, hey, Dan. I must have missed Dan. So 4s, right? So 2 4s add up to 8. Big change at the home front. Something is changing. There's a new dawn. There's a new day. It's a new life. And you're feeling fucking good in that 4 of forces. You know what I mean? You are. And here is the 18 that adds up to a 9, which is 2025. Just follow me here. Because I think there's more going on with the numbers and stuff than we give it credit for. I feel like your higher self, this is what I feel like up in the air is about. I feel like it's about your soul coming to you and saying like, let's go to a new direction. Let's go somewhere we've never ever done before. Like we're not going in the past. I'm taking you somewhere brand fucking new. Get in a balloon. What does the human say? I don't want to. There's too many unknown things. I don't know what's going to be at the end of the path. I don't know how to steer this balloon. I don't know where we're going. And your soul says, do you trust me? I feel like sometimes when I look at this card, I feel like it's maybe one of the most powerful ones because this is where your soul is saying, trust me. Do you trust me? We're getting the fuck out of here, man. I'll drive. And the human is scared. What your soul wants you to do is try something new. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you've been in like a shitty relationship your whole life, like same person, different face, you know what I mean? Like, if that's your story, like, I don't know if it is or not, but it looks to me like spirit is saying like, I'm done with this cycle. Are you? I want to see new things. I want to experience new things. But it's really about whether or not your human will allow it. Because you're scared. You're fucking scared in this card. Like you're on a boat, you're the lookout, and that motherfucker's on fire. You know? So you're going like, what do I do? Yeah, it's a challenge. You got a lifeboat here. Are you gonna do it? I feel like your next chapter. I don't know. I feel like it involves like stability with money at least. Because you still do have this king and queen of keys. So I don't know if that's what's falling apart or if that's where they're taking you to a new experience where, things are fair and that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna ask one more. I know this is my last sign, but I'm just gonna ask one more thing because I do have a Pisces that follows me and I know she watches all of it. And I just feel like, I don't know, I'm connected to her. So let's see. Queen of Scrolls. So this could be that higher self. I'm asking what is up in the air about. This is about setting a boundary. This is about making a decision to stop this karmic cycle. Where are you taking them? Where are you taking Pisces next? What's coming in? to teaching about how you did it. And then the War of the Roses. So I feel like what you might be teaching about, honestly, it is a spiritual thing, but it's about surrendering. And it's about understanding that all of it, all of the drudgery, the bad relationships, all of it, like how much it gave you. You know what it gave you? It gave you the ability to trust your higher self because you're doing it here in this. That's what this card is about. It's human versus soul, right? That's what it's about. And they're kind of like, facing off, like, get in the balloon. And the human is going like, no, I'm scared. And the soul just stands there and says, get in the balloon. So there's a decision that you have to make here, right? And I think once you do, I think what happens is you see what it is this is also showing that vantage point too, just like this card. Like, all the stuff you've been through, and you get to the top and you're looking out and you're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And you see the vantage point here too from that. Like it's your soul taking you through your life, showing you stuff, why it's important, why you went through it, why, and where you're going next. And I think like sometimes, like I feel like if you do decide to get in the balloon and go to the path unknown, like I feel like your higher self is teaching you and loving you and taking you to the next place, and it's safe and it's a place where you understand your value and the value of your life. And I think that's important for all of us. So that's my moon reading, and I hope you guys have a really great day. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hitting the like button, and I'll see you next time.